Hello, my name is Sophia Angelakis, and I have the absolute honor of introducing Anusha Kheraj. Anusha is not only one of the smartest people I know, but she's also the most dedicated. However, Anusha is not just dedicated to her studies. She's even more dedicated to being a wonderful friend I can always count on to listen to me or make me laugh uncontrollably. Especially when she says her most famous line, "You guys, I swear, I know like no boys," which we all know is so false. I'm so excited to hear all of the exceptional things she will say today. So let's give it up for the selfless, stunning Anusha Kheraj.
There is a way to be good again. After reading these words in the novel The Kite Runner, I found myself thinking about something that is universally inexplicable. What does it mean to be good? In this story, a young boy betrays his friend and attempts to avoid the consequences. After moving away from him, he believes that he will no longer feel guilt and that he will never have to think about it again. However, he is forced to face this event once again during his adulthood, and is given the opportunity to make amends. Time and time again, we are presented with choices we must make, and we are told to make the right choice. I often find myself at a crossroad, and I think a lot of us do. Like many, when faced with this, I want to keep going without making a decision. Finding goodness is not always easy, especially today, with all the suffering and hate we see in the world. Whenever faced with conflict, I too, like the young boy from The Kite Runner, like to run away from it. Whenever I or a friend make a mistake, I choose to avoid it, hoping it will eventually go away. However, I have come to realize that these problems or feelings of guilt will never truly go away until I face them head on. We cannot control the outcome of every situation, but sometimes the beauty is in the attempt of trying to make things right. Doing this will allow you to see the goodness in people and in humanity more easily and genuinely. My family has taught me through their everyday actions to see the goodness in others, even when it is hard. My family has taught me to live my life with grace. Sometimes we can see goodness in the small things, rather than the grand gestures we think we have to make in order to be good. My mom teaches me how to be selfless. Whether it is making sure I come home to a fully stocked freezer of Ben & Jerry's ice cream during exams, or offering to stay up with me all night when I have more homework than I can handle, my mom has shown me how to put others before myself. My dad reminds me how to find the good even in bad situations. While wholeheartedly offering his time to the community and those around him, what he doesn't know is that he is teaching me how to be grateful for everything I have. My brother has shown me the importance of why we must be good. Every time he spends hours listening to me cry on the phone about how stressed I am, he never complains about having to listen to me or interrupts to talk about his own worries. He teaches me the importance of unconditional love and how without it, we as people would be lost. So sometimes being good doesn't have to come with a long list of duties, but instead small things we want to do for others just because it is important for them to be happy. When given the choice to determine whether or not there is still love and peace in the world, it is much easier to believe that there is not. However, we can consciously make an effort to make sure there is still good in the world by finding this goodness in others as well as in ourselves. There's no way to measure the good and the bad, but there is no way to really measure any of the important things in life. You can't measure heart, love, or kindness, and you can't quantify the qualities you possess or who you are. Sometimes this good gets lost in the midst of fear. Fear of imperfection because we believe our mistakes invalidate our self-worth. But as humans, we are undeniably flawed. We cannot, however, allow these flaws to define who we are. Believe that there is good in the world and that you are capable of finding it. Then let go and let this goodness create happiness for yourself. Sometimes we all just need a reminder that better is coming, and that we would not know happiness if there were no pain, struggle, or heartache in this world. When we hide who we really are, we can forget what makes us great and about the goodness within us. I sometimes think I don't have the strength to carry myself in the manner I wish. Graceful, mature, selfless. I think that's where it goes wrong, when we feel defeated. But I've learned in order to be strong, we have to believe we have the capability of being all these things. Once you find what allows you to be happy, what you believe, and what makes you believe, your compassion and goodness will prevail over the bad, even in times of adversity. And you can overcome these difficulties with the grace you each possess, despite the mistakes you've made. There is always a way to be good again. Thank you.